Hey, Vsauce, Sean here. I like hats. They are fashionable, comfortable, fuzzy, and they make great icebreakers. But what if one of my hats broke? Well, ideally, I would go to a tailor, have them fix it up, hand them some money, maybe show them a picture of what it looked like before the damage. But hold on. Rewind. Well, in this scenario, we can imagine that there are two tailors. One with a 10% failure chance, and one with an 80% failure chance. Well, naturally, not wanting to damage my hat any further, I would, of course, go to the tailor with the 10% failure chance. Now, fast forward. Now, a day has passed, and I come back to the tailor to get my newly refurbished hat, only to find broken, murdered. But how? I went to the 10% tailor shop. I know I did. Was I really just that unlucky? No, I wasn't. Because had I gone to the tailor with the 80% failure rate, I would have gotten my hat back safe and sound. 100% of the time. Strange, isn't it? We have just encountered Simpson's paradox. But what is Simpson's paradox? Simpson's paradox is what happens when two sets of data intersect to create a single, inaccurate set of data. For example, let's look at the 80% tailor. How is it possible that I could have had my hat fixed 100% of the time at a shop that destroys the hats 80% of the time? Simple. The kind of hat they're fixing. Let's say that each shop, the 10% tailor and the 80% tailor, both repair only two kinds of hats. Fluffy hunter's caps like this one, and say, a LED-infused beanies like this one. The 80% tailor is very good at his job. He's been doing it for a while, so he knows all about how to fix old traditional hunter's caps. But the newfangled LED beanies confuse him, so try as he might, he always somehow ends up breaking them. The 80% tailor fixes hunter's caps 100% of the time, but ruins LED beanies 100% of the time too. So where did the 80% come from? Well, as previously said, the 80% tailor has been on the job for a while, so he's made a name for himself. And all the kids with their newfangled LED beanies go to him, expecting a good patch-up rather than spending their money on the newer 10% tailor, who hasn't had enough time to build up any name recognition. The reason the 80% tailor fails 80% of the time is because 80% of his customers bring him LED beanies that he doesn't understand. This most likely also happens with the other tailor too. He might only know about LED beanies, and know nothing about fur caps, reversing the order of what breaks and what gets fixed. Only this time, because of how popular LED beanies are, only 10% of his customers come to him with the hats that he can't fix. And thus emerges Simpson's paradox. The reason you should always look further than the surface in statistics. And as always, thanks for watching.